Hello everyone, welcome to the group project presentation on a topic cloud-based attendance tracking system. My name is Shivam Sharma and I am group member of group number 11. Today we are going to present you our research and observation on cloud-based attendance tracking system, and we are a group of 5 people for this presentation. Our cloud-based attendance tracking system is a software developed for daily student attendance in schools, colleges, and institutes. It facilitates to access the attendance information of a particular student in a particular class. This system will also help in evaluating attendance eligibility criteria of a student. In this presentation, we have divided the presentation into 5 parts. The first part is about the project analysis. The second part is about the alternative solution analysis. The third is project design. Fourth is the project progress evaluation. And the last one is future plan for project implementation.
Hey guys, my name is Tushar Sani and I'll be covering the project analysis part of the presentation. For project analysis, we'll be focusing on four main things. The first thing is the problem, second thing is the user requirements, followed by project objectives, and finally the nature and scope of our problem. So our main motive to make a cloud-based attendance tracking system is solely due to the problems that are being faced by a manual system. First problem that is being faced in a manual program is that it relies on a skilled person to keep a track. No matter how skilled a person might be, he or she at the end of the day is a human being, and a human being is bound to make errors sooner or later. Second problem is it is time consuming and very costly to produce reports. It takes physical and mental efforts of these skilled human beings to keep track of paper documents. Third thing is the duplication and incorrect data entry. Again, these skilled human beings are under constant pressure to always maintain the right details. Therefore, it is very easy to switch details up and end up with false entry of data. And finally, the problem associated with the manual system is that it lacks security. For example, a person can easily lose paper which have their records of all the attendance of students. Information can easily be destroyed in case of disaster, like for example, the building catching on fire or the person spilling some liquid on the document containing all these records. Moving on, we have our user requirements. So user requirements are the goals or things that a user will be able to accomplish using our product. We have decided to list these requirements in the form of user stories, which can be seen in the presentation. First requirement is a sign up. As a new user, a user should be able to sign up for the service using his or her existing Google account or any other account that the user might have, so that they wouldn't have to create another account and keep a track of it. Second is accessibility. Again, as a user, he or she should be able to access the program anywhere and at any times. So if there's a need to perform any urgent task, that could be accomplished easily. Time tracker. Again, as a user, he or she should be able to track the duration of the student's time in classroom. Moving on, we have our urgent notifications. As a user, he or she should want to be notified if a student misses classes 3 times in a row, so that the teacher can get in touch with the student to see if he or she is doing all right. And finally, the attendance, absolutely a must have, and which is just as a user, he or she should be able to keep track of who attended his class or not. That is the main motive of our project. Moving on, let's focus on the project objectives. First objective of a project is make the attendance process easy and an automatic one. Then we will be saving time by getting rid of having to track attendance manually. We will offer easy access by using cloud-based application, which will enable 24/7 access to users. We'll also offer great security by requiring a strong password consisting of a number, symbol, and both uppercase as well as a lowercase letter. Moving on, we have the nature and scope of our problem. Simply put, the nature of our problem in our case is the false and duplication data entry associated with manual attendance system, while the scope or the who the problem applies is now going to be limited to teachers teaching a maximum of 2 classes.
Hello, here is Shui Song, and I'm going to cover about alternative solution analysis. And this part covers three topics. The first one is solution. The second is the cost and benefits of the solution along with pros and cons. The third is automated decision on the solution. For the solution, we will be deploying a code-based attendance tracking system to overcome the problems faced by manual attendance system. To be more specific, we will use Amazon Web Service or AWS to deploy our application. For the cost benefits or pro, it is cost efficient. We will be using EC2 on demand, which has many pros in itself. The people what we use will be billed per hours. There's no long-term commitment. It is easy to distribute rules while working on the project. AWS offers IAM user and the root user. Root user can make a IAM user specifically for a single rule. This helps in make sure there's no overlapping of rules, which further leads to better and easier development. It is secure. We can also enable MFA authentication. This will increase the security even more. and it is easily scalable. For the cons, staff might face a resistance to learn. It is a new technology. Human beings are affected by inertia. That is, they don't like change. Coming off from that, it will take some time to learn how to use this software. Since we're using AWS, which is region dependent, some areas might not be able to use this service. Might be a little latency if the software is being used at a different region than it was created in. For the automatization, cross automate the columns by a good number. Therefore, we will go ahead and use AWS-based attendance tracker system as our solution.
Hello, my name is Jian Haodeng. I would cover the project design part. For this part, there are three sections. The first one is the desired feature and operations. The second one would be screen layout. And the third one would be process diagram and pursuit code. So let's start with the desired operation and features. For our program, we have 6 features we want to introduce. The first one is the faster screen load time, and the second one is low chance of program application crash, and the option to remember details of the users. All these 3 functions are used to improve the efficiency and provide a convenient service for the users, so the user won't worry about like the loading time, the login, or random crash of the program. And also, this program would be 24/7 access. It means you can access it even in the weekend, in the midnight, anytime you want. And the most important thing is the manager can give feedback on the attendance. It means if a student misses attendance in a specific day, and the manager or the professor can leave a comment on that day. Next would be our screen layout examples. So we can say in the left side of this PowerPoint, there's an interface here. So this is our goal. We would try our best to get close to these loops. But due to the limitation of labor and the time, we may not like finish as perfect as what it looks like. The last part I'm going to cover is a pursuit code for the software. Like it's subject to change because we are just on the first stage of the whole program. The left side there's a pursuit code, so it shows how to record your attendance and how to give some feedback, output. And thank you, my part is finished.
Hey guys, it's Tushar again. I'll be focusing on project progress evaluation. For this part, we'll be focusing on 4 things. First one being evaluation of the functions, followed by evaluation of the interface, then the evaluation of the effort, and then the challenges. Evaluation of the functions. Final product should first meet and it will meet the basic requirements of an attendance recorder. It could record attendance, give feedback, and the manager could sort and visit all recordings. Then the final product should also include the desired features and operations which were mentioned above. All these functions will work properly to provide the best support and experience for both the manager and as well as the user. Moving on, we have the evaluation of the interface. The interface should be clear and simple. The user would not spend time on the learning process. After the user understands how to use the interface, all the information will be clear present in the interface. Thus, users could save time, cost, and learning costs on using the software. Achieving this requirement would improve the experience of both manager and as well as evaluation of the effort. All of our group members have been and would continue to work together and show the strength of the cooperation to counter the problems. However, due to the limitation of labor and time and unknown situations, we may modify the requirements to improve overall efficiency on development. Our effort would be recorded and be one of the things to get evaluated. Some challenges that we might face and some of them that we have been facing. First one is deployment of application will be limited due to less labor and time. It won't be like a large scale project just because we have very limited labor and limited time to accomplish tasks. Then the user interface that we showed earlier might not be as appealing due to again having limited resources. We want to focus our attention on actually making sure that our software runs smoothly and is free of bugs. If we have enough time on us, we will focus that time on making sure the user interface is as good as the design that we showed above.
Hello, here is Yaolu. I will talk about future plan about our project. In this part, we will focus on 4 parts. The first one is future plan for implementation, verification, performance evaluation. Second part is project schedule. And third part is equipment list. Last part is task list. In future plan, first we will translate the algorithm procedure code into purple Java code and run it. Next, we link the code to a database like SQL Server. Finish it, we will create different IAM users and assign create roles. After that, we launch the code in AWS Code Deploy Console. and then launch a virtual machine, in our case EC2 instance. Then we created a development group. After that, we created a survey role, and then develop our application and test the application for a period of 2 weeks. The final part will distribute the software to a couple of people and asks for evaluation on what could be done better. For project schedule. In project schedule, we have the 3 parts time range. The first time range is October 1st to November 1st. In this time, the implementation progress. In this stage, we write our pseudocode, translate into main code. Utilize AWS to deploy application visit. And next time is November 1st to November 15th. In this part, we'll run various tests, making sure the software is running smooth and free of bugs. Last part is time is November 15th to 30th. In this part, we'll distribute the software for evaluations. In equipment list, about our project, we need Windows computer, internet connection, AWS account, free chair is okay, SQL Server, JDK installed on computer, Java compiler for testing, evaluation forms, testing for testing, and durable for UI design option. Here is our group member task. Tusha, he is a root user, manage overall task for entire development process, create IAM users and assign roles, writing code for the software. Hashem, he is a sub-admin. He may have almost the same role as Tusha, but can't assign roles to IAM users. On top of it, he will be our managed specialist, making sure we don't go over our boundary. For me, Yihaolu, I'm development team writing code, and Dahoden, he also is development team writing code. Shui Sun, he is a tester, checks for bugs in software.